In this lecture, we're going to talk about paragraphs, which are the next building block up from sentences when it comes to constructing anything written in the English language. So let's begin by looking at what is a paragraph. A paragraph is a group of related sentences all discussing the same topic. Paragraphs are delineated by indenting the first sentence of the paragraph half an inch or by placing a blank line between paragraphs. Paragraph breaks should also be used before dialogue and between speakers. So the paragraph is the way to group together your sentences when they talk about a related topic. The other thing that I like is if paragraphs get too long, they turn into these big walls of text. So sometimes I'll just insert paragraphs to aesthetically make my text more palatable, rather than writing big, long blocks of text. Now let's look at some examples of paragraphs. Susan stepped through the doorway of the house into the gloom. Turning on her flashlight, she partially illuminated the empty room. Dusty sheets covered the furniture. So you can see how all of these sentences are related to Susan stepping through the doorway into a gloomy house. Now we have a different topic. Susan had always been afraid of abandoned houses ever since her brother played a prank on her when she was young. So she was cautious entering the empty house. So this is a different topic than the first. The first is talking about her stepping through the doorway into a gloomy house. The second is talking about Susan's experience having had a prank played on her by her brother. "Hello, is anyone here?" she intoned. Now this is a new paragraph because it's dialogue. When dialogue starts, you start a new paragraph. There was no answer to her call. She continued deeper into the house. So the next sentence is about not getting an answer, and what does she do? She continues deeper. Those are related and therefore a paragraph. Now I typically like to avoid single sentence paragraphs. I like to have more than one sentence, but sometimes you get into single sentence paragraphs, especially when you're writing dialogue and there's a lot of back and forth and you just want to inject a little narrative. Let's look at some more examples of specifically dialogue. "Hello, Steve," Susan said. That's a paragraph on its own. Now we begin a new paragraph because Steve is speaking. "Hello, Susan," Steve replied. Now we have Susan replying again, so a new paragraph. "I thought you were on vacation," Susan prompted. She paused for a moment and realized she might have the wrong date. Or was that last week? Now notice how we keep all of these together in a paragraph because it's the same person speaking. We can have a little bit of narrative in between the dialogue in a single paragraph. So that's the rules for paragraphs. Keep everything related to a particular topic in one paragraph and break paragraphs when different people speak and between the speakers. Now, what is a paragraph about? Well, it's usually you identify what a paragraph is about by including a topic sentence. Topic sentences are sentences within a paragraph that identify the topic that is discussed in the paragraph. Topic sentences typically appear as the first sentence of a paragraph. They can also be the second or the last sentence of a paragraph. In fact, they can be any sentence in a paragraph, but you have to be typically pretty good to pull that off. Most of the time, you're going to have your topic sentence be the first sentence in the paragraph. And all sentences grouped in a paragraph should discuss the topic set forth in the topic sentence. So that's a special sentence, the topic sentence. It identifies what the paragraph's going to be about, and it's kind of the anchor to which everything is chained there in the paragraph, all the sentences. Let's take a look at sample topic sentences. "Penguins may not be able to fly, but they sure are cute." There's our topic sentence, and it's the first sentence of the paragraph. And from then on, we should talk about how cute penguins are, and sure enough, we do. From their tuxedo coats to their perky little tails, I doubt there's a cuter animal on the planet. Even the way they walk is cute. Now we begin a new paragraph because we're talking about something new. On the other hand, ostriches are not cute. And here we're going to talk about why ostriches aren't cute. Ostriches have skinny necks and goofy mouths. Nope, I don't think ostriches are cute at all. So there you get an idea of how to use topic sentences. Now, once again, they can also be the second or last sentence. Those are also somewhat typical, but you have to be pretty crafty to be able to pull that off. Now, the final thing that I want to talk about is paragraphs themselves can kind of be topic paragraphs for an essay. And essays usually go in this form. They have a topic paragraph that identifies the topic of the essay. Then they have several supporting paragraphs that support that paragraph, and a concluding paragraph that restates the topic with maybe some conclusion. So just as paragraphs typically begin with a topic sentence, essays begin with a topic paragraph. Subsequent paragraphs in the essay support the topic paragraph, and essays typically conclude with a paragraph that restates the original statement presented in the first paragraph. Now, rather than getting deeply into essays and giving you examples, we're going to cover the use of multi-paragraph writing and how to have lead-in paragraphs in the essay section, which is coming up next. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a paragraph writing workshop where I actually write paragraphs for you and show you how they work. So I'll see you in that lecture.